2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We are live, the home of the Raptors in downtown Toronto, the Air Canada Centre. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. This game will wrap up the homestand here for the Raptors. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And really no surprise here, guys, at all to find them among the elite teams in their conference. And moreover, I'd say this is a team with a legitimate chance to win it all.
I don't think anyone would disagree with that sentiment. They are an outstanding squad who has gotten better throughout the year. You can't forget about them.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, Klay Thompson continues to be happy with his role on the Warriors. He said winning is so much fun. It's one thing to put up numbers, and it's another to sacrifice and be on the best team in the NBA. I'll take the latter every time. At the end of the day, people are going to remember championships. That's what it's all about. That's absolutely right. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That's the mindset you have to have. In the end, winning titles should be the ultimate goal. And tonight, Steve, a marquee matchup. This is one of those games that definitely draws some attention to it.
Yeah, these are the games where fans, people watching, they are in their seats with their popcorns. They're ready to go. These are the best of the best, and people want to see this. I'm looking forward to this one, Kevin.
Why not? You got a new tie. You've got a new suit. I mean, you're ready to go. You know, people are going to be watching you and listening to your words.
That's why my makeup is perfect.
It is. It's so. You did a good job tonight on that. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Lowry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Green kicks to Thompson. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Thompson's got the opening field goal of the game for the Warriors. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Lowry. Tries again. Goes up with it again. And Valanciunas with the layup.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
So it's the Warriors now. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson misses. Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. From 11 feet away, again, the miss by Lowry.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And Curry, here we go. Durant for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When the shots come to KD and the flow of the offense, it makes it much easier.
Screen by Valanciunas. Here's DeRozan. Ibaka. And Ibaka is right there.
He did a stellar job throwing his body into the mix and coming up with the easy tip in.
Thompson outside. Green, the screen. They set the pick. Durant, no good.
How does he miss that layup? He's too good to be doing that.
DeRozan passes to Ibaka. Back to DeRozan. Screen by Ibaka. Pulls up on the elbow, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
Good free throw shooter DeRozan. Started out as a go-with-the-flow type player. Now looks to dominate every game. And when you think about a slasher, a guy who makes his living attacking off the dribble, no better example than DeMar DeRozan.
Two shots.
ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. You know, Steve, DeRozan, a great ball handler for his size. He can isolate or work in the pick and roll.
Does a nice job of coming off screens and rolls, being able to create for his teammates, and also a big-time slasher that can put you on a poster.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And this is what we've come to expect from him. This type of consistency from the line.
Thompson outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Curry against Lowry. Picked by Pachulia. Curry kicks to Pachulia. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
He was wide open. Reason why? Stephen Curry is a fantastic player who quickly got it over to his teammate.
Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas sets a screen for DeRozan. Toronto needs to get off his shot. From deep, Miles. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the left wing. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well-timed play with a powerful ending. DeMar DeRozan, he went got that one.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now, here's Thompson. 17 points for him last game against Milwaukee. Here's Durant. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got his third rebound tonight. Miles dishes to Lowry. Good on the triple. Lowry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It seems like almost every shot Lowry takes is contested, but he doesn't let it bother him.
Curry kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. Thompson passes to Curry. Outside for Durant. Shoots over Miles. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Green. Durant's got 5.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
Green against Ibaka. And no good that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Curry dishes to Thompson. Pachulia sets a screen for Thompson. Back to Curry. They kick it out to Green. Durant, the pass to Green. Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Miles with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the paint, got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia.
And let's take a look at some numbers for DeMar DeRozan. Right around 25 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Now here's DeRozan. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Cleveland.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Here's Thompson following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Green with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Curry against Lowry. Pachulia with the screen on Lowry. It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry. Toronto leading by 4. And here's DeRozan. He has 6. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. And here are the Warriors now. Curry kicks to Pachulia. Green, the screen. Thompson, a screen on Miles. Lowry against Curry. 6 to shoot. Pachulia sets a screen for Curry. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
The defense getting real physical with Stephen Curry. He is still able to finish.
With the way the Warriors romped in the playoffs and how stacked their team is, Steve, is a team like Golden State or really any team this talented good for the NBA?
It's a question that was asked a lot last season and will get asked a lot this season. I love the way this team plays. I think they play with such greatness and unselfishness. All the other 29 teams, they just have to catch up.
Lowry against Curry. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Screen by Valanciunas. Ibaka with the screen on Thompson. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Thompson. Steps back and fires. DeRozan's shot is off.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Raptors with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Powell in for C.J. Miles. David West, he's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Green. Curry outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Curry's got 5 now.
Stephen Curry shooting a 3 is like a layup.
And DeRozan kicks to Pirtle. Lowry a screen on West. Pirtle sets the pick for DeRozan. And Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
Thompson, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Powell. There's the feed to DeRozan. There's the pick. And Lowry has it in the corner. And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Some changes for Golden State. Bell is checked in for Durant. Patrick McCaw comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. It's stolen by Bell. From 13, and the shot goes down. And now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
He's got the height advantage in that matchup, and he's going to look to exploit it.
Here's Powell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Van Vliet. It's good from long range.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Now Livingston, 8 points his last outing. The pass to Bell. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Powell with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's the pick. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
The Warriors trailing. Kicks it to Bell. Pass to West. Now here's Livingston. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Powell. From the baseline. David West grabs the miss. Warriors shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And Bell kicks to McCaw. Golden State moving it around. Now here's Livingston, guarded close.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. knows it's up to him to make that play.
There's the screen. Powell for three. Warriors with the rebound. And Smitty, you were able to play a couple seasons with Steve Kerr when you were both in San Antonio. What was your time together like there? And how do you think he's been influenced by his San Antonio time?
Well, it's a great time. He's a great teammate. I think he's been influenced by Popovich's attention to details. Both are very measured to their approach to things, but the one thing you have to really say that you really link those two together, they are funny, funny, funny.
Here's Powell. The Warriors making the shot. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Livingston. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
There's the dish to Iguodala. McCaw, the pass to Livingston. Lays it up off the glass. Livingston's got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Shot to end this cold run. It's good on the putback.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors ahead, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
It comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I want to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, that first NBA championship.
Right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism, and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, you know, how would you grade them?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Norman Powell is out there with Wright. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Siakam in at the power forward. Back to Bell. Feeds it to Livingston. Here's McCaw, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Smitty, every NBA player who plays as long as you did has a moment where they realize Father Time has caught up with them. Was there a specific moment for you, for instance, when you realized that you had to retire? Or you were being asked to retire?
Hey, Kevin, great question. It happened all in one sequence.
Oh, really?
I was playing the power forward position. Imagine that. I started in this league as a point guard. I go to the power forward position. I step out to hedge on Jamal Crawford. He throws it through my leg and keeps it and lays it up. I look over at Bernie Bickerstaff, and he nodded and said, you know what, Smitty, it's time. And I said, God, lead coach in the game, in the middle of the game. But that moment, I realized the game was passing me by with these young guys. And me and Jamal Crawford has talked about it. It was one of those moments when I didn't even react. I knew my reaction skills were gone.
That's an amazing story. And so he makes both from the line. Raptors trail by 6. There's the screen. Here's Powell. McGee with the block. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Toronto shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Wright dishes to Powell. To the inside, Pirtle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Pirtle's got his second basket.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
Livingston with it. Wright's there. Unloads from 9, and that one comes up a bit short. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. They set the pick. To the right side. Here's Pirtle. And that one drops. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
And despite the defense being draped all over Pirtle, he gets the job done. He's money around the bucket.
Iguodala kicks to McGee. Back to Iguodala. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Anunoby. And the shot is long. Warriors leading by 4. And here is Iguodala. He feeds it to McGee. And stolen by Wright. And now here comes Wright leading the break. Siakam passes to Powell. Wright outside. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Wright. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons. Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to give value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Bell. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Patrick McCall. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Curry kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Wright dishes to Ibaka. Back to Wright. Shot clock at 5. And the wide open shot from Miles. Offensive rebound.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Wright against Curry. He kicks to Green. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well. on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
That's good from Green. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
And they say it's a players' league, but we know great coaching makes a difference as well. And Steve, what was a moment in your career where you really were impressed with what a coach had done in practice, a game, whenever?
Coaches make a difference. We obviously understand, like you said, it's a players' league. The players go out and play, but you got to have leadership. And when you have great leadership to go along with great players and great people, you have a chance to win. You might not always win it, but you feel. Yes. I think you underestimate the strength of Kevin Durant. Despite his slender frame, able to power through for the and one.
You watch Kevin Durant and the way he just rises up so easily, Steve, with his soft touch, he can absolutely be unguardable, even if you're willing to throw double and triple teams his way.
You know, Durant's height, shooting, and mobility are just too much for one defender to deal with. On any given possession, he can create a good look out of nothing. It's why he's one of the greatest scorers to ever play.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Valanciunas passes to Ibaka. They set the screen. Lowry from outside scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
A nice three-point shooter. Kyle Lowry extends the defense trying to cover him.
Curry kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Durant. Outside, Green. Back to Durant. Stolen by Miles. Outside, DeRozan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Raptors.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this back court has kept them in the game. Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
You know, the Raptors have the advantage of continuity. There's a trust and an understanding they share helps them win a lot of games.
And it's tied up with that one. And we can talk about the continuity and maturity of this Raptors team. Is there a flip side to that, Steve? Does that limit their upside?
Well, Kevin, is interesting. This front office has brought in some nice young pieces. I wouldn't write off their upside. They can improve if those younger guys make some strides.
And it's good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Valanciunas has got the game tied up here for Toronto.
What a look from Lowry. Just knew he would be open.
Dishes it to Durant. Shoots over Miles, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's 10 points for Kevin Durant. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. Ron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Lowry against Curry. Now Miles. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Cleveland. 4 on the clock. Shots good by Ibaka.
And that's a nice jumper by Ibaka, showing good touch from mid-range.
Lowry against Curry. McGee a screen. McGee a screen on Lowry. Here's Curry. Passes it to McGee. Lowry against Curry. Over Lowry. Curry can't get it to go.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Curry with the steal. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 10.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
Lowry with the ball. A 26-point game for him in the win against Cleveland.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now a timeout called by Golden State. And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it. It was probably 90-10, 90% of guys from United States and then 10% international. That number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50. And the reason why, scouts now, with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe, and guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia and Serbia and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance.
The Warriors making a switch here. West is checked in. Green, the screen. Durant kicks to Green. Curry with a wide open look. They set the pick. Second shot opportunity. Steve, with the way Curry has transformed this Warrior team into perennial title contenders, the MVP awards and all the hardware, how soon is it before you start the conversation of where Steph Curry falls among the all-time greats?
Well, Kevin, I would love to start that conversation with most players when their career is over or close to being over. Curry has an unbelievable resume, but I will say, as of right now, I can say he's the best shooter of all time. NBA champion, multiple award-winning MVP. Now it's just about longevity for him.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry, a dead-eye free throw shooter.
Nogueira, he's checked in for Toronto. And both free throws good for Curry.
When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There is so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top.
Screen by Ibaka. There's the pick. Lowry against Curry. Trying his luck deep. Warriors with the rebound. And, Steve, the common mistake fans have with the Warriors is thinking they only make threes to score. It's a combination of a lot of things, and I think it just overwhelms defenders.
You know, one thing that comes to mind to me is they pick out the Warriors in mismatches or lose a defender on great screens. They're amazing at that. They force defenders to make a ton of split-second decisions. One mistake, and it's easy for them to score.
On the free throw, no good.
Many can argue at this point that Draymond should have had 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Arguably one of the most impactful defenders of this generation. Can take over a game without ever scoring a point.
Here's DeRozan, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Golden State gets called for the foul.
This is no surprise. With his athleticism, DeRozan, one of the league's best at getting to the line.
And taking over without scoring is a Draymond specialty, Steve. You think back to his triple-double with points not being one of those categories.
Kevin, Draymond is just an amazingly unique player in the NBA with his defense. Can actually guard positions 1 through 5. Plays his best defense when the moment matters the most.
No good on that one. And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And it won't be easy for the Warriors to keep everyone on their team for the foreseeable future. But as long, Steve, as their core stays together, they'll be a title threat, no doubt. Are we looking at a dynasty here, Smitty?
You know, Kevin, they have a chance. Their core players on this team, they work so well together. They will always be in contention. They will be able to sign vets for cheap for a long time. It could be a while before someone takes them down.
Outside Lowry. Rosen dishes to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And the dunk by Nogueira.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Back to Curry. Picked by West. Thompson for the triple. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 7.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Ibaka, the pass to DeRozan. And Lowry has it in the corner. There's a good screen. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. 8 points for him.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Pass to West. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. West kicks to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Tipped away. Thompson outside. Durant in the corner. Outside Curry. Back to Durant. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Golden State.
So smooth from long range. We just haven't seen another player with KD's combination of size and guard skills.
To the left side wing. Van Vliet passes to Nogueira. Here's Van Vliet, guarded by Curry. Left side Durant. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The feed to Thompson. Green, the screen. Thompson sets the pick for Durant. And Curry has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by West. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here by Steve Kerr. Coach, great offense from your guys in the first half. What got you to lead?
I started calling some great plays for Steph Curry.
That's why you're the coach of the year, Steve. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
The evening commute has plenty of people on the move here tonight in Toronto, where we welcome you back to On 2K. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Warriors leading by 12. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Picked by Pachulia. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. 21 points for Steph Curry.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Lowry dishes to Ibaka. Valanciunas in the high post goes up against Pachulia. They get it again. Ibaka, great D that time from Green.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Raptors trail by 15. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Ibaka outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ibaka's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Something that's really evolved for Ibaka, the ability to absorb contact while maintaining control.
Curry passes to Thompson. Pachulia with the screen on DeRozan. They kick it out to Green. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Over Thompson. And the shot no good, a bit short. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Warriors leading by 13. Now here's Curry. 21 points in the game. Picked by Pachulia. Curry, good. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Stephen Curry mixing up his offense, now getting a chance to score in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Ibaka with the screen on Thompson. Here's Valanciunas. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Lowry against Curry. Back to Green. Jumper off the screen. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And after the Raptors were swept in the 2017 conference semifinals, do you guys get the sense that Coach Dwayne Casey's on the hot seat?
You know, I don't think so. I think Casey already survived a changing of the guard in the front office. He doesn't feel the pressure to keep his job, just the pressure to do his job, putting his players in the best position to compete.
Take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Warriors.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. The pass to Thompson. It's Durant on the wing, defended by Miles. Durant sets a screen for Curry. Shot clock at 6. And it's Durant missing. Raptors trail by 17. And Miles kicks to Lowry. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And Golden State also making a change. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant. Off the inbound pass, and there's Lowry. That's good on the assist by Poeltl. 10 points for Kyle Lowry.
What vision from Poeltl, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Curry kicks to Green. Picked by Pachulia. The drive by Green. 4 on the shot clock. Iguodala, no good. The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's DeRozan. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting, that ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. DeLon Wright comes in for Kyle Lowry. A free throw dropped for DeRozan. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork help this guy live at the line.
Pachulia dishes to Curry. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. While we've got a moment here, the top free throw shooters in the league. 5th is Steph Curry.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Raptors trail by 12. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, "We couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles." Kyle Lowry told me, "We're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be." Kevin?
DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge. The 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. 26 points for Steph Curry.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
Here's DeRozan. And Pachulia pulls it down.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
And here is Curry. He's got 26. Golden State moving it around. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Wright. Can't hit that one. Curry with the defensive effort. Warriors leading by 13. Count that bucket. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Stephen Curry is the kind of guy always looking for his shot. If you give him room, he's going to take it.
Toronto calls timeout. And a $30 million, 65,000 square foot practice facility for the Raptors opening back in 2016. Smitty, have you had a chance to check it out yet?
Yeah, I have not, but I've got a chance to see pictures. And as much as the players benefit, another key feature is the interactive operations room for management, a wall and conference table made up of giant touchscreens. Wow, allowing them to pull up numbers and stats. It's like something out of a movie.
One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And the Raptors with some changes. Pascal Siakam comes in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Anunoby subbed in for Wright. Caspi, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's DeRozan. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
Up off the screen. He takes it up and lays it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Livingston kicks to Caspi. Curry on the wing. There's a screen. Curry on the wing. Kicks to Bell. Oh! And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Powell, the pass to DeRozan. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Curry. Down low. Caspi dishes to Iguodala. Pass to Curry. And Bell kicks to Livingston. Feeds it to Iguodala. Golden State needs to get off a shot. This one for 3. He can't get it to go. And Toronto will come the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Curry. 28 points for him. Bell with a screen on DeRozan. Bell passes to Caspi. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, I think Omri Caspi has been underappreciated and didn't play much for the Kings last season. Waived by the Pelicans after injuring that thumb, and hard to figure because he can give you quality minutes.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And Greg Caspi, an excellent rebounder and a pretty good three-point shooter.
Versatile, he can play either forward position, and his shooting and toughness makes him a great acquisition.
And both free throws good for Caspi. And with the business of basketball booming, most players are afforded a pretty lavish lifestyle. There's no doubt, in not only the NBA, but in all sports, certainly a blessing. But Smitty, are there downsides to all that notoriety, all that money, all that lavishness?
Yeah, it is, Kevin. I think the downside is, one, you can't live that lifestyle if it's lavish for the rest of your life. And I think, second, it takes away. You are a public figure right now. You have to understand that. And that's the downside. Being able to go out with your family, being able to go out to a restaurant, you got to understand, yes, there's going to be fans everywhere, and it takes away from that. So I think that's the two things for me is guys got to understand that lifestyle doesn't last. And I think also, personally, it takes away from what you can do out in public.
They set the pick. Passes it to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The dish to Caspi. Back to Curry. He feeds it to Bell. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
A moment now to see the numbers for Andre Iguodala. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West is checked in for Bell. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. 5 on the clock. Out to Thompson from past the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Now DeRozan. He's got 22. Here's Powell. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Warriors leading by 19. Here is Caspi. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Curry on the wing. Here's West. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Powell. Good D by Thompson.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Curry, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the Raptors call time here.
When it's all said and done, there will be no doubt Curry will be the greatest shooter of all time. Closing in on every record involving three-pointers.
He has absolutely changed the way the league views shooting point guards.
He's checked in for the Raptors. And the Warriors also making a change. Looney's checked in. A difficult situation for Toronto. And with Curry in his shooting, really, he has transformed himself, Steve, into a complete offensive juggernaut. There is just no slowing him up.
No, not at all. We know he can shoot the basketball, but now he's able to score at all three levels. He's one of the best at the mid-range, at the rim, and when guys are guarding him, he has a knack to create separation. And on a daily basis, it is just jaw-dropping to watch.
Here's Thompson. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. And it's 9 points for Klay Thompson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dishes it to Powell. Here's the screen. Pirtle kicks to DeRozan. Over Iguodala. DeRozan's shot is off.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Two shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Raptors looking for a way to break through the East. Smitty, how do they get past the Cavaliers?
I don't know, Kevin. That's the question. As long as LeBron James stands in their way, it won't be easy. DeMar DeRozan said it himself. The key will be finding another star. In today's NBA, you need at least 3 stars to win.
And the second free throw, good. 1:32 left in the third. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And he banks in the layup. DeRozan's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
The screen from Thompson. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Thompson dishes to West. Over Miles. No good from West. Raptors trail by 21. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's DeRozan. An easy layup after coming off the pick. DeRozan's got 13 points in the second half.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Here's West. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
DeRozan with it. And he has 28 points for the game. Pass to Miles. Back to Ibaka. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lowry. Pirtle with the ball. West is there. And it's Lowry penetrating. And it's Lowry again missing. Thompson outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Impressive work from Thompson. Hard for the defense to react on the catch and shoot.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
They're playing harder, they're cutting harder, they're running harder, they're playing defense on us harder down here. We're kind of tiptoeing on our cuts. We got to up our level.
And Dwayne Casey imploring his guys to put forth a greater effort, feels they're getting out hustled.
That's right. I mean, the one thing coaches cannot stand is a lack of energy. Expect these guys to ramp it up from an intensity standpoint.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The talented Lowry and DeRozan pair in the backcourt. Ibaka is the 4 and Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Miles in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Durant with a wide-open look. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 16 points for Kevin Durant.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Outside DeRozan. To the inside. It's tipped. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. And another 3 for Golden State.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
The feed to Green, picked by West. Green dishes to Durant. Yep, that one goes.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
One shot.
Steve, we're hearing more and more about video game competitions, the rise of esports. It's big business. Have you been following any of that?
Yes, I have. Rick, Fox, Jack, those guys with E-League here at Turner Sports. I get a chance to watch it, bring my kids here, and watch of it. I'm amazed. It's growing and growing and growing, and I love the competition of Rick Fox, Echo Fox versus Shaq's team.
Here's Livingston. Right through the D for the layup.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Van Vliet passes to Nogueira. Launches it. Connects from three-point range.
And a good judge of spacing. Sees he can get it off over the taller man.
This is how he makes his living, making those judgment calls, understanding the opportunities.
Durant kicks to Livingston. And there's the pass to McCaw. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Toronto calls timeout.
Started.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Here's Wright. Pass to Van Vliet. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Valanciunas sets a screen for Wright. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Beautiful screen right there from Valanciunas. He is not an easy guy to get around.
Kicks it to Livingston. He dishes it to Pachulia. McGee a screen. Pachulia the pass to Durant. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Shot, high post. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Durant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I mean, the most imposing mid-range jump shooter in the game. Durant has no trouble knocking those down.
Here's Van Vliet. Now here's Wright. Launches a 3. They get it again. Here's Nogueira. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And here's Pachulia. Shoots the 3. Durant, no good.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
Feeds to Nogueira. He kicks it to Wright. Now Nogueira. Screened by Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for Wright. Warriors with the rebound. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside Durant, passes it to Livingston. Picked by Pachulia. And Durant, here we go. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
The mobility of Kevin Durant, showcase right there. So smooth getting to the rim.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Nogueira dishes to Wright. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Left side Durant. The dish now to Pachulia. McCaw kicks to Pachulia. Nogueira with the steal. No one near him. It's rebounded by Golden State. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. And the Raptors making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Caspi, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Toronto has possession. Here's Van Vliet. There's the pick. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there in his obvious play, that could cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important thing. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
McCaw kicks to Livingston. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Toronto, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Right, the pass to Van Vliet. He feeds it to Nogueira. In the corner, right with it. Lock at 6. Over Pachulia. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there.
Well, you watch the all-around game of Sean Livingston, and there's a lot to like. Very soft on his turnaround and pull-up shots. Great vision, solid defender. He pretty much does everything well.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Livingston.
Livingston is a very reliable free throw shooter, coming in with a career average of almost 80%.
Kevon Looney is checked in for Pachulia. And he can't hit the second. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. A wide open look here for Wright. Buries it from three-point range. And with Livingston, you have to remember that his career was nearly ended by a devastating knee injury. Many players wouldn't have attempted to come back from an injury like that. But Steve, he has, and he has found success.
Kevin, it's hard not to cheer for a guy like Sean Livingston, who has gone through so much. You wonder how great he could have been if the injury never happened. I see him, he could have been playing or would have been an all-star in this game.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Steve, it's something that everyone has a different opinion on. How do you feel about the current amount of years a player has to play in college before they enter the NBA draft?
Well, Kevin, I look at it this way is I like the notion that people have been throwing around that you're able to come out of high school and go to the NBA. But if you choose to go to college, you must play 2 years. So I'm leaning toward and researching and looking at that. I think I'm on board with that because there are some guys should have the opportunity straight out of high school, and there are some guys I think need college. So I think if they can balance that out, and I think that's the way I would be leaning.
I like that perspective. And Ibaka kicks to DeRozan. Ibaka with a screen on Curry. And DeRozan, here we go. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
It's amazing. No one can check him right now, but there's still work to do to cut into this lead.
So both teams changing it up here. Warriors leading by 23. To the wing right side. Now here is McGee. Defense is right there. Livingston kicks to McCaw. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. DeRozan's shot is off. Warriors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's McCaw. DeRozan defending. McCaw kicks to Livingston. Dishes it to Caspi. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. The Raptors shooting about 42% so far. and each player has their strengths and their weaknesses, Smitty. When you played, what did you feel was your greatest strength as a player? And maybe the one area that held you back a little bit?
I think basketball IQ, being able to shoot the basketball, versatility. And then I think the one thing that held me back, I wish I was more athletic. I really wish I could jump, Kevin, high like a lot of these guys, because I think that gives you an advantage if you have both the IQ, the versatility, and athleticism.
Here's Looney. And Caspi has it in the corner. And the three off target. Raptors shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Here's DeRozan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. DeRozan's got 35.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Looney. Caspi dishes to McGee. Looney kicks to McGee. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Van Vliet. He's covered by Livingston. In deep. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And there's the foul against Golden State.
Make him foul you to stop you. DeRozan with the strength and vertical ability doing damage inside.
And the first one at the line is good. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And the one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Steph Curry.
You know, when we talk about floor general, this is really what we mean. He was making the right reads, directing guys around, delivering passes that were on time and on point.
And that free throw good from DeRozan.
And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and then all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
McCaw, the pass to McGee, over Nogueira, and the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
That's good from McGee. Toronto's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And finished off by Wright.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Livingston kicks to Bell. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Here's DeRozan. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Livingston with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Kevin Durant. Katie, slow start for you offensively, but you were able to stay aggressive. How do you keep that mentality as a great scorer?
Well, you got to keep shooting, no matter what happens. So it's easy to, play well throughout the game when you're making shots, but when you're missing, you got to get your mind right, and that's what I tried to do, is just stay aggressive.
And it sure showed out there. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.